Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got a beer here from the Stone Brewing Company. Oh yeah, are from Escondido? Let's find out. Where are they from? Fear Movie Lions Double IPA, an unfiltered double IPA, and 8.5% alcohol by volume. Yeah. Stone. I've done so many Stone beers, but they are from Escondido. Yay. Hashtag Stone Brewing. Hashtag Fear Movie Lions. Of course, you gotta make your own hashtag for your own beer because you're a capitalist shill. Not gonna go into it. There'll be no Benson or Brewdog in this beer review either. Anywho. Good friend Craig from Craig Beer Reviews, or Kent Beer Reviews rather, he just did a triple IPA, a 10% triple IPA in Northern Monk, which unfortunately I didn't get a chance to go visit them when I was in England, but I got to Magic Rock, which is fantastic. Little particle sedimentation floating around there, just giving it the slightest waft of a haziness. A little slow moving carbonation through that sedimentation. A little bit of an orange honey hue kind coming from that. Of course, alcohol legs sticking to the side of the glass, doing like a champ. And then we have a little bit of a film of a white head. He just did his 999th video review, rather, I should say. So do go over to Kent Beer Reviews, show him some love, and 1000 is coming soon. Very soon, probably. Okay, let's get some aroma on this. Fear Movie Lions. At first I thought it was Fear Moves Lions, and I was like, that's a cool name. And then Fear Movie Lions. I'm like, nah, it's just stupid. It doesn't mean anything. It's stupid. Little hint of a confectionery sugar sweetness, but caramel sweetness too. Grapefruit, tangerine. Even some more tropical fruit coming in there too. Something's coming up through there. It reminds me of either a mango or like where I cut up dragon fruit for my kids. Coming through there too. So that's good. Tropical goodness. Let's see what it has to offer. Let's move it out of the way just a little bit. Yeah. Cheers. Oh, nice little hop oils working away at the back of the palate. Nuances of pine, definitely earthy, spicy, peppery notes. Little mango in there. Mango, grapefruit, waft of tangerine peel, but not really that tangerine, full-on tangerine. But there is something that reminds me of like a mango, a fleshy tropical fruit in there. Mango, even. I wouldn't go say star fruit or passion fruit. It doesn't give me that kind of quality, but it has something in there. Definitely mango-y. Papaya. Grapefruit, tangerine, something that reminds me about a mango in there. A little bit of that. Peppery. Really zesty, peppery, spicy bitterness, which is nice. Hints of earthiness, hints of pine. Not full-on pine, just nuances of it in the back, wafting around. Lots of caramel sweetness, so it's one of those, it's not super in your face. It's not a super hop bomb. There's a lot of hops in this, but it's balanced. It's closer to the balance side. There's a lot of caramel sweetness going on, those kind of nuances. You really get attacked with those oils at the back of the palate, kind of wafting away. The rest of it's pretty easy drinking, pretty easy going. Throw the rest in here, see if we have some unexpected goodness. Fear moves lions. Fear moves lions. Lions move fear. Movie. Okay, definitely more sedimentation as I pour the rest in. Excuse my silence. There is a soft, muted quality now with everything poured in there. I would hate to say it's breadiness, but there's something in there that's muting some of those other middle flavors. You have the caramel still. You have a lot of peppery, spicy earthiness. You don't get so much pine. It's still there. But the one thing that I can tell you is that soft tangerine is gone, and a little bit of that muted, fleshy tropical fruit like mangoes and stuff is gone now with that whole thing. It was more prominent and bright with it not all in the glass. The grapefruit has been kicked up to that next level, that grapefruit juice level. Wow, yeah, it went full on grapefruit juice, and it hit with a nice spicy peppery back, and that oil is wafting away. But a lot of it got muted. I would still call this pretty balanced and pretty sessionable. I think we're at that point now that maybe, as Craig was saying, maybe he wasn't an advocate for this, but I'm saying maybe double IPA should start at like 9, 10. Just leave the whole, I hate to say that, Imperial range is 8.5. We all know this. If I get an Imperial Stout under 8.5, I get pissed. So this is a double IPA at 8.5. I guess so. Maybe we could leave. Maybe we can move everything up. We can create styles. The styles that are completely contradictory to their own style now. So can we just make double IPA start at 10%? And triple IPAs start at 20%, because I could deal with that. That'd be great. I'm gonna say 10%. I'd get a case. I'd get a 6-pack at 10% Tall Boys, and I'd drink them all. Damn right. Fear Movie Lions. Let's read about this beer. This very. They do the. Stone has this amazing way of doing bad. Can you read it with a glare? Because I can't read it with a glare either. Just say that, Stone. Thanks, assholes. There's a 3M times 3M square in our... I'm sorry, I can't see, so I have to read like that. Richmond, Virginia Brewery. They have more than one brewery? Doesn't that make them sellouts? I mean, Lagunitas. I mean, I'm not saying. I was like... with these 3 words painted on it. Oh wow, great. What 3 words? Exactly. For the uninitiated, that's what 3 words. And it's all together. What 3 words? Whatever. It's a global addressing system to bring locations to the previously unlocatable. Inspired by the positive impact of this system, we decided to name this IPA after a 3-meter square in the brewery where it was created. Check it out. So now, when someone says to you, what 3 words, you can reply with your own answer. If it's Fear Movie Lions, we'll see you here. That told me nothing about the fucking beer. In classic Stone bullshit, you have waffled on about meaningless shit. I mean, you told me that even the fucking reason that you named this is still meaningless shit to me. And you told me nothing about the beer. Congratulations. I can't. I hate you. Like, I just like, what the fuck? You went on for this fucking long, and I read this fucking glaring bullshit word for fucking word. I didn't even get a goddamn tasting note, a style. I mean, I got a style, double India Pale Ale, but like a hop edition, anything. What in the fuck is your fucking problem, you fucking fuckheads? Fuck. You fucking fucks. What the fuck, you fucking fuckers? I mean, what the fuck? And, Stone, you're just, you're just that guy that hangs around and we just keep tolerating you for some reason. Because you bring better beer than the other fuckhead we kicked out last week. That's a good analogy for Stone. You just keep tolerating him because somehow, now and again, not all the time, but now and again, you pull a fucking beer out of your ass that's actually worth talking about. So we hang around. And that's it. Because if you keep fucking around and keep producing shit beers, because now and again, like half the beers you do are shit, you're starting to become dogfish head. So after a while, if we keep this fucking shit up, we're not going to deal with you, Stone. Because you'll be that guy that comes over who's a piece of shit and we deal with because he brings good beer. But the second he doesn't bring good beer, we're going to kick his ass out of the house and not talk to him anymore. Oh, sorry about that. I don't run YouTube, Craig. The nuance of grapefruit is really nice in this beer. However, I liked it more when I poured it without like the whole unfiltered sedimentation, because you had the nuance of like tangerine peel. You had a little bit of mangoes going on, that kind of those qualities. It was really nice, and everything, you had the muted pine, earthiness, the whole deal. When I poured everything else in, it kind of goes bland. It kind of blands it all out, and it doesn't accent anything else in the beer. The only thing that does come up is a little bit more of that bright, piffy orange grapefruit juice, but it blends everything else out. It kind of whites it out, if you know what I mean. So it becomes a nice IPA instead of a big double IPA. Burps nice. It burps nice. Yeah, I'm sorry, Craig, you missed my Stone rant. I wasn't going to, but I did. They pissed me off. Not to mention they own a hotel and an amusement park, but I am not talking about that right now. I'm not. Bro. It's a good beer. All good, brother. All good. It's a good beer. It's zesty. It's puffy. It's piffy. Puffy. Yeah, puff. It's piffy. It's really grapefruit forward now, like an extreme extent grapefruit forward. It's kind of, I wouldn't say one-dimensional, but there's only a little bit to this beer. Once you actually pour it in, it loses a lot of character, unfortunately. When you put all that sedimentation in the beer and it really gets hazy, it loses a lot. Not to be said, though, I'm still feeling the effects of the hops. It's still working the palate. It's still oily. It's still bitter. It's still bittering the palate. It's not drying the palate, but it's still working away on the gums. You get those nuances. So it's a very nice beer. It's a very nice beer. I just wish there was more to it than this. But at the same time, it's a very nice beer. I would be happy to brew this beer. We'll give it that. It's a very good beer. Is it the best Stone beer I've ever had as far as the IPAs? Absolutely not. But I don't dislike this beer. So I'm going to give this beer an 8.5. 8.5 out of 10 for the Fear Movie Alliance. from Virginia, apparently. Virginia. How can you make the same beer in two different companies with different water? The whole terroir, I don't know, like terroir and stuff like that. Like, are we supposed to be okay with this? And if you do make exactly the same beer in 3 locations, because you have a Berlin one too, if you're making the exact same beer, wouldn't you do stuff to the chemistry of the water to change it? And if you're doing the same 3 beers exactly to the tasting note from 3 different locations across the globe, isn't that making macro? Just saying. Real beer has a sense of place in the taste. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. And anybody who does notice differences in the fucking taste of the place and then complains, they're an idiot, because it's supposed to. Because you're using different ingredients, different water. Water is very key to an addition of a beer. And if they bitch about that, I would bitch more that they all taste the same than if they didn't taste the same. Because if they all taste the same, some funky witchcraft is happening. I'm not talking about the good kind. That's what I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews. Thanks for joining me, Craig. Cheers. I'll get there. Still another glass. Whoa. Cheers. Okay. Bye-bye. Yep. Shout out to Craig, too. Like I said in the beginning of the review, make sure you check out Kent Beer Reviews. 1,000th review coming up. Check them out. Sub up. Comment. All that shit. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch that finger.